and you see on your screen Patrick Romeo. He is participating for the second time. He's an Air Force veteran and also a retired firefighter. He started his ride this year on August 4th, 800 miles a day, finishing his journey a day earlier than the year prior. Every dollar Patrick raises this year goes to the Resurrecting Lives Foundation and the group's work to prevent suicides among U.S. service members and veterans, and raise awareness and bring healing to veterans suffering from traumatic brain injuries and PTSD. On this Labor Day and the start of September, it's also important to remember that it is Suicide Prevention Month. So we'll be talking a lot about it this month, and it's why Patrick rides. Patrick is with us once again, along with Dr. Chrisanne Gordon, the founder of Resurrecting Lives Foundation. To you both, welcome back. Wonderful to see you. Patrick, this ride, I'm so impressed by your dedication, and you finished a day early, 800 miles a day. Take me out on the open road with you. How was it?
I mean, it is challenging, as they say. We started off in Florida riding with Hurricane Debbie. So the first day we had quite a bit of rain. The second day we had about 15 hours of just continuous heavy downpours that we rode through. And we had some pretty clear riding the days after that until we got up into the Yukon, Canada, into Alaska, and then back into the rain and 40-degree temperatures. But all in all, as you said, I finished a day earlier than the last time I did it. The ride went well. It is very demanding on both the bike and the body. But I've said before, everything that I endure on that trip pales in comparison to what a lot of our veterans are dealing with. So, and that's the whole reason for the ride for me.
Yeah, moved by the mission. So as you're out there, what are you thinking about, especially when you are faced with some of the challenges of the road?
Again, the whole reason why I'm doing it, and I will tell you very quickly, one time I did lose a little focus on why I was doing it, and the conditions were tough, and I kind of, if I'd have been in a situation where I could have just turned the keys in, walked away, and been home, I probably would have quit at that time. And I had mentioned it, I sent a text to my whole family, and they started replying, words of encouragement, but it was my son-in-law, a combat veteran, who replied. I'm sure there's a lot of veterans that wanted to quit until Resurrecting Lives and 988 assisted, just saying. And that text really, again, put me back on focus of why I was doing this and just to keep pushing through.
Yeah, it keeps you motivated. Dr. Gordon, I know you were there at the finish line when Patrick completed this journey. It was important for you to be there. Tell me about, and our audience at home, the prevalence of suicide among our veterans and you and your team's mission right now to stop that.
Yes, we deal primarily with traumatic brain injury and PTSD, as you've mentioned, and the final consequence to an untreated or unrecognized traumatic brain injury is suicide. So we keep bringing up the fact that whereas 7,100 people have died in combat, we had actual military people die in combat, we've had 34,000 plus veterans die from suicide after returning home. And we feel that that's on us. That's on us to help bridge that military-civilian gap. That's why rides like this, what Patrick is doing, is amazing, Marni. And it's amazing that you all are putting us on for the nation to understand that only 1% of our nation now serves in the military. We've got 99% of us on the other side. When our veterans come home as veterans, we need to embrace them in our communities and let them know that there are definite strategies available for them. And to Patrick's point, his ride to Alaska has already started a conversation between one of our collaborators, which is the David Lynch Foundation for Traumatic Brain Injury. They have transcendental meditation, which is a scientifically proven way to kind of get over a lot of the issues with the disconnect in the brain. They've already started to speak with the VA in Anchorage to get that going up there. So that it does so much to get this word out. And thank you so much for helping us with that.
Well, together, you both are a force intervening on such an important issue. We thank you both for being here. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.